When love comes knocking, it usually isn't recently deceased, unless you're Florence Day. Hello everyone, my name is Cora. Welcome back to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to my book trailer and spoiler-free review for The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Be sure to stick around to the very end for These Vibes This Book segment for all your bookish playlist directs. Is love as good as dead? Florence Day certainly thinks so, which is exactly why she's struggling to finish her current manuscript for the critically acclaimed romance novelist she ghostwrites for, Anne Nichols. After a betrayingly bad breakup, Florence's feelings toward love are 6 feet under, along with her ability to meet the deadline proposed by her handsome new editor, Benji Andor. These days, writing happy endings just feels like something from a past life, and Florence can't keep her finger off of the delete key. With no extension on the horizon, Florence prepares to bury her career. But that funeral is cut short when a phone call from her mother sends her flying back to Miramont, South Carolina, a place she thought she'd never return to but once loved deeply, to help bury her beloved father. It's been a decade, and memories flood Florence's veins as she steps foot in Day's Gone funeral home, her family's business. Everyone knows the Days, and now Florence has returned to bury the one person she has shared the most in common with. Most notably, the ability to see and communicate with ghosts. But there's a history there that's about to get even more spirited, because guess who Florence finds standing at the front door? Her new editor, Benji, and he most certainly is not in the flesh. Is this unfinished manuscript Ben's unfinished business? He was already haunting Florence with deadlines, but this is one plot twist she did not see coming. As if family dynamics and grief weren't complicated enough, Florence's return home unearths a long-buried past, unresolved tensions, and ghosts that aren't quite ready to move on. She may have tried to lay love to rest, but some love stories have final chapters that exist between worlds. The Dead Romantics for me was a delicious blend of ghost whisperer, and the love of my afterlife. Told in first person from Florence's POV, I was immediately hooked by the blurb and quickly swept into her journey back to places and feelings she thought she'd never return to. While some plot points were predictable, others had me jaw-dropped in pure tenderness right alongside Florence. On another personal note, I found myself relating to Florence's character in more ways than one. IMO, I felt the story captured the heaviness of grief and the intricacies of family dynamics well, incorporating different facets of Florence's life that impacted her decisions. We have some layers here, like Shrek.
Layers!
Speaking of elemental layers, the Dead Romantics delves into themes of betrayal, death and grief, familial dynamics, loss and love, rediscovery and second chances, and the transcendence of storytelling. The Dead Romantics sits in my top 5 reads of the year, and I don't foresee it dropping from that placement anytime soon. This was a short and quirky, feel-good read about life and love after loss and taking chances. It's just the kind of ghostly contemporary romance I would request to hear sitting around a campfire. Not for the spooks per se, but for all the swoons and teary-eyed sniffles. To officially wrap things up, Ashley Poston is most definitely on my radar after reading this one, and my next hopeful from her will be The 7-Year Slip. With that, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!